and it was my first time coaching by myself. I wasn't really sure how that was going to go. And the answer is it started pretty slow. Do you remember our first game, Ron?
I remember that we played Montreal at home and we lost the heartbreaker. I just remember it was a heartbreaker.
Well, I'm going to try to jog your memory with some video right now. I have a little highlight package that we can look over there.
Sure.
But this was killer. This was my first home loss. So.
Yeah. No, that was.
Yeah, Montreal that year. They added like Morgan Hibbert that year. You remember that?
Oh, that was weird. Yeah, now I remember. It's like him again. I played him in
like forever ago.
Different settings. Played against him. He was playing on Columbia. And I was playing with Venezuela.
He played with Columbia?
He played with Oso.
Really? That's crazy.
World clubs when everybody picks.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, honestly, this game was pretty nuts. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit, but we had a really good team. But towards the end of this, we had to make a pretty feverish comeback. I don't know if you remember. I think we got up to like 22s, and then made some pretty crucial mistakes down the end. This is us making our little comeback. It was so cold. Yeah, we only had 3 practices before that first game too. There was like so much. It was unseasonably cold, rainy, and wet. So it was pretty tough.
Yeah, Montreal thrives in that.
Absolutely. Like they weren't really phased. So then after that game, so we come out of this game 0-1, right? We then play Ottawa at home. We get the dub there. That was good. So we're 1-1. Then we go on the road to play the Phoenix. I'm not there. I'm coaching Maryland at sectionals. You might not even be there. You might be coaching AU at that point. Do you remember how this game ends up, bro?
That was a Phoenix game?
Yeah.
Is that like a tie or something?
It's a tie. Yeah. 4 lightning delays.
Yeah. No, I was at regionals. I wasn't there, but
yeah, I didn't think so. I mean, I wasn't either. And we had Coach David Shields. He was leading us then. He was coming off of an injury the early part of the season, so he's doing his best in his first coaching appearance. But yeah, this is a nuts game, and they end up like having to call it because we're playing in grass, and the lightning was just too nuts. 4 different rain delays, and like a tornado had basically come through at a certain point, and like took the tents off the field. It was just so dangerous. So. The game that everyone's going to remember. So now we're, 1-1-1, okay? So now we have to play the Empire, who had just picked up, like, Bo this particular season.
Get some space underneath.
And, this game's wild. I'm going to skip ahead towards the fourth quarter and see if we can remember some of this ending point.
Surveying. Inside forehand to McDonnell. He's the guy you want with the disc in his hand.
I played you, 7 points in a row, 6 points in a row at this point?
Ties it up with 22.
Yeah, easy stuff.
Now he will.
Yeah.
That was back when I was in shape.
It was unbelievable. So here we are. It's the last point. Well, we don't know that yet, but we're trying to do our end of the quarter.
Looking to
hold
the
game
zone.
off.
He's got Babbitt on the far side, double coverage.
I got to turn that down. I mean, Charlie Eisner goes bananas. He's killing the mic on that one.
Yeah.
But you remember that? You remember that, Graham?
That was totally my fault. That's a funny story because I thought we were down 1. I didn't know the score was tied. I don't know how. I've never made that kind of mental mistake before. So I'm telling everybody we need to hustle down. That's why we overrun the play. We're trying to get a turn to tie it.
No way.
So yeah, I was like, that's why I'm chasing the disc.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah, that was the you hate to admit it. I don't know if I leaked that. You don't want people knowing. Costly mistake, but yeah, I was like, yo, we need to hustle down and get a turn, and that's why I was just like, dab it.
Oh my goodness.
Person, poor Langley.
That's crazy.
That's on me.
Yeah, Jeff and Langley were back there trying to get that ball. They were rookies, or Jeff's not a rookie, but Langley was. And that was just. Oh man. So now we're coming into this game. We're going to be able to AUDL. We were just on Ultimate World. Now we're coming on AUDL, and we're like the game of the week here, and we're 1-2-1 at this point. And people are pretty much writing us off. They think that we're worse than Philadelphia. They think that we're worse than Montreal. We're in a little bit of trouble at this point.
On Stadium. So great to have you with us, along with Brian Jones. I am Evan Lepler, and both these teams.
So I don't know. I also personally, I can tell a pretty interesting story here. So at this point, after that Montreal game, I am pretty convinced I am no good.
That surprise upset win by Dallas and that kind of
I
night, the
lose my first
and for Raleigh, this
home game as a semi-pro coach ever. I lose the sectional championships with Maryland in a monsoon against Georgetown. Who knew that Georgetown was going to make nationals that year, right? So I lose that game, and I'm like, what is up? I've never lost a sectional championship. I've never lost a home game in semi-pro, and I was pretty floored. I couldn't believe that I was struggling this hard, and
kind of a rising
at the end of the
star,
day,
which we haven't seen in a while.
I ended up
first look for a lot of these
finding myself trying to just
just
change my settings. I wasn't doing a really good job of focusing on the in-game setup. I wasn't making good in-game adjustments. I wasn't thinking about I felt myself mind blind to what was going on. So I had to change my style. I remember the Ottawa game was the first game I really changed my style.
There's not much he can't do.
I remember the first time a few years ago we kind of heard of this guy. He just sat in a garage for an entire offseason learning how to throw.
I don't know. At this point, it was really something else. Coming into this game, I was pretty worried we weren't going to make the playoffs.
Keeps getting better and better, and even more.
Yes, and I remember. Yeah, they're a good team. We played them for years, kind of that core group, and yeah, we definitely we knew that it was going to be a good game, and I think it was maybe the first time we played Rally since they beat us in Nationals at 2017. Yeah, the 3-4 game.
You remember that game too? Yeah.
The Worlds.
Oh my gosh.
This was the first time we played them since the third place game.
Well, so also you remember the Breeze. Extra. This is our second interdivisional game, right? We played the very first. Our first interdivisional game against them in 2017, the Breeze versus the Flyers, and we went down there. And you remember we lost that in overtime.
That was a crazy game. I think that was also another regionals overlap. So this is my first time I ever played the Flyers.
Here we go.
This is wild. Well, here we go.
Flyer gets the disc first and launches deep. Jeff Wodach on his
this play is something that we're going to see a lot. We got a guy out in the lane.
Xavier Huck off the center.
That's right.
We'd love to see that.
Yes.
Let's go.
X had just played on maybe 2 years ago. I think he was on the Flyers. Or 2 years ago at that point, he was on the Flyers. I think a year before this, he was on Pittsburgh. But he knew a lot about the Flyers.
Justin Allen used his body to shield Matt Kerrigan away from the disc. And trying to find Andrew McKelvey, but it's Nathan Pryor who comes up with a D. Quickly to McDonnell. First touch from Matthew McDonnell. He's better known as Rowan.
People don't think that Nate Pryor is as good of a defender as he is. I think he's... I don't even know if I was convinced up at this point, but this last year, I really realized how good he was at defense.
The Breeze on the brink. I just remember the first thing was he tried out for the Breeze. I think it was maybe this year? No, 2017. And he was fighting for a D-line spot, and then one point in practice, maybe they were playing offense, and he just grabbed the disc, threw a break, grabbed it again, and did it for 80 yards and scored. And I was like,
it just feels like if you look at all the matchups
he's really good, and then he just did that for 3 straight years in front of me. And in my opinion, probably one of the best handlers in the game. So I think the secret of Nate Pryor is out. I think people know, but it's still just, if anybody's watching this game, especially as a handler, just look at 43 in blue and try to play it just like him.
Oh yeah, agreed. I think it's I remember that practice where all of a sudden I just referred to it as him dribbling, and it was just nuts.
It's going to be interesting because
that we even thought of him as a D-line player. And
systems like to isolate players in space. Here you see
he just took over. He became our center handler right after Allen left the division to when he had his first kid.
And Williams' first throw to Frey Stoddard.
We've had some good center handlers in DC. Over.
Just a few.
Of course, the big news coming into this game, Raleigh.
So this team, Raleigh was pretty scary to me. I mean, they had Matsuka, Jack right there. You see those two. Bob Lewis on the O-line. Nethercutt was on. They started with D-line at this point.
Out there with Kieran Allen.
And Misha Freystadter's out there.
Jacob Mao and the big fella, Misha Freystadter.
Those are the people I was just like, these are all world level players.
Like, talent is trying to find a way to use
it was pretty intimidating to see this O-line out there, you know.
Williams, again, near that far sideline, but he tapped it in. Only need that 1 foot inbounds. The first point of contact needs to land in. High release blading flick from Matsuka.
It's funny to see him, like, because Brett and Bob played with us. I forget the years now. Maybe 2016, but like it was literally Brett, Bob, and Goose that traveled from North Carolina to play Breeze. And then they were a package deal again this year, and this time I think they just decided to stay local.
Yeah,
we should all throw